So what we'll do is keep your blocks, belts, any props that you've got nearby, and we are going to do some yin as you've suggested. So we'll try and do a bit similar to what we did on Tuesday. So let's come onto our back. So we're going to come into Bananasana. So you can take it onto whichever side you want, but essentially taking the legs over to one side and the arms over to the same side. And we're going to breathe into that stretched side body. You can take hold of the elbows, you can cross legs. If you cross the leg, it will intensify it a little bit. And let's just settle in for a few breaths. This is a great pose for stretching into the lats. Also work into the shoulders and the legs. Now we're going to stay here for a few more breaths. If you need to adjust yourself, take the opportunity to do so now. Or maybe your air just shifted and you want to come out of it or go a little deeper. Your choice. Just listen to your body. So if your body's telling you something, just honor that feeling. When you're ready, we're going to slowly come back to center. So just carefully bring yourself back. Just take a couple of breaths here, just to check in on the body, see how it's feeling. When you're ready, we'll take it over to the other side. So just take your time. Remember to use any props that you have. That helps. So we're stretching into the other side now. Just be aware of any differences on this side. And we're going to stay for a few more breaths. So if you need to make any shifts or adjustments, then have a go at that and settle in again for a few more breaths. And just listen to your body. When you're ready, just slowly bringing yourself back to center. Just untangling the body, coming back to center. We're slowly going to bring the feet to the mat. And we're going to come into our bridge pose. I'm going to stay here for a bit longer than usual. So if you want to add a block under the pelvis for a bit of extra support, then you can do it like that. Or if it's available to go higher, you can bring the shoulders in towards the spine and take hold of the hands under the glutes. So just take care of the neck here as well. So just keep the chin gently tucked in. I'm going to press the feet into the mat. Just gently engage those adductor muscles in between the thighs, just drawing them a little bit closer. You can take the hands around the waist. It's entirely up to you. We're going to take 3 more breaths. When you're ready, safely and slowly bringing yourself back to the mat. I'm going to draw the knees in. Just give yourself a nice little hug and a gentle rock from side to side. We're going to work into the hamstrings a little bit. So if you've got a belt or a scarf handy, maybe go and grab it now. So let's just give everyone a moment if they need to grab any props. And we're going to start with the right leg, but obviously you can start with whichever leg you want. We're going to take the belt and just bring it around the middle of that foot. So it's nice and secure. Keep your elbows on the mat. You can straighten that left leg to intensify the stretch, or you can keep that knee bent. I'm going to inhale as we just slowly draw that right leg towards the face. Bring a little bend in if you need to. But we are working into that right hamstring. So don't bend it too much that you lose that stretch. If you find it that, then just draw it away a little bit. Just notice how that hamstrings are feeling. Just stay for a few more breaths and make any adjustments. Just take a couple more breaths. Slowly come up. And just keep the belt there. And this time we're going to take hold of the belt with the right hand. So both sides of the belt. And just keep the left hand on that left hip. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring that right leg out towards the right hand side. We want to keep that left hip towards the mat. So just check in on yourself here. And you can bring that right elbow as well to the mat just to support. Just breathe into it. And again, because it's hot, you might find that you're going a bit further than usual. Just be mindful. So draw that left hip down. So keep a hand there. We're going to stay for a few more breaths. If you need to make any changes or adjustments, please do come out of it a bit. It's a strong pose. When you're ready, slowly bring yourself up. So maybe take both hands towards that belt. Bring yourself safely up. And let's just release that belt and squeeze that right knee into the chest. Give it a nice little squeeze around the thigh area as well. That's great. And we're going to move on to the other side now. So we're going to take that left leg in the air, safely put the belt or the staff around the foot. So you want it towards the center of the foot so it's nice and secure. Right leg straight or bent, up to you. Elbows towards the mat. So nice and secure. And just bring that left leg in towards the face. So again, it might be different on this side. I'm usually a bit tighter on this side. So we're going to stay for a few more breaths. So please make any adjustments if you need to. When you're ready, gently release. I'm going to bring that leg up to the side now. So again, just make your adjustments. Bring that right hand onto that right hip. Take hold of that belt around that left foot, nice and safely. I'm going to slowly draw that leg out to the left. I'm going to just shuffle myself a little bit. So and again, just be mindful, you're probably a bit more flexible in the hip. But I'm finding. So bring that hand on that right hip, just to keep that stretch. So you should feel this on the inside of that thigh quite strongly. Just be careful if there's any pain, just come out of this side. All right, so we're going to stay for a few more breaths, so make any adjustments. When you're ready, let's slowly come up. So maybe take both hands onto the belt. You can bend the knee in, whatever helps you, safe way to come back. Just draw the left knee into the chest. A nice little squeeze. We're going to bring both knees into the chest. Give yourself a nice little hug and a gentle rock from side to side. And we're going to meet in our cross-legged position. So just get there in a safe way. So you can roll up and down the spine, or you can roll out to the side. We're going to just do a little bit more on the yin. So what I want you to do is I want you to take the, if you've got blankets available, cushions, then please do keep them nearby. Just anything that's kind of soft and that will help you as well as a prop. So we're going to bring the right leg over the left. So you can have the knees lined up. If you feel more comfortable, you can have a blanket in between the knees. If there's any pain, just stick something in those gaps. We're going to bring that left hand to the left side of the body. And we're going to inhale as we lift and lengthen that right arm up. And we're going to stretch it over towards the left. You come into the forearm if you want. Doesn't really matter. We're just stretching that right side body. Just take a couple more breaths here. And when you're ready, we're going to inhale, we're going to come all the way up. And we're going to shoot that left arm up as well. And we're going to take a hold of that left wrist and just take a stretch over to the right. So just stay here for about 3 breaths. And when you're ready, come back to center. What we're going to do is we're going to come into cow face pose. Keep any belt or blocks handy. We're going to inhale as we lift that left arm all the way up. And we're going to bring it behind us between the shoulder blades. Now you can stay here, or you can take hold of the elbow with the right hand and just stretch it a little bit further. If it's available, you can turn that right hand up and bring it between the shoulder blades and take hold of the fingers, or bring a belt in between. And one thing you've got to be careful of in this pose is that you're not just trying to stretch to reach the fingers and wing out the shoulder blades, because that's something that I used to do. So you might find that there's a risk of winging out that right shoulder blade just because you're so desperate to reach that hand. So I'm just loosening it. I'm going to take hold of my t-shirt. If you want to bring it forward, you can hinge forward from the hips. Get a little bit of a deeper stretch. Your choice. So just take your version. Stay here for a few breaths. Just take in a couple more breaths. You're slowly going to come up. And just release the arms. Just take a few rolls of the shoulder blades. The shoulders, sorry. Backwards and take a few forwards. Okay. We're going to take the legs and we're going to cross them over the other way now. Bring that left knee on top. Just check yourself here. If you need a blanket in between, please do so. It actually does help, so I find it a bit more comfortable. I'm going to bring that right hand to the mat. Left arm comes up, and we're going to stretch over to the right. You can come into that forearm. It's available. It's up to you. Remember to breathe into that left side body. Just take a few more breaths. When you're ready, slowly and safely come up. I'm going to bring both arms up. Take hold of the right wrist. I'm going to stretch it over to the left. So feel that stretch in that right side body. Feel that stretch in that right arm. Slowly come up. And this time we're going to bring that right hand behind between the shoulder blades. And you can bring that left arm behind. You can either take hold of the hands behind or just pull on the t-shirt, or left hand outside that right elbow, just to support you into that stretch. And you've got the option to hinge forward from the hips. Just take about 3 more breaths. I'm going to just carry on a bit more with the yin, and then we'll have a shorter yang sequence before we work down towards our final shavasana. When you're ready, just slowly release. We're going to take a few more shoulder rolls in both directions. Nice. I'm going to take one more pose on the mat, and that's going to be our straddle pose. We're going to slowly bring the legs out wide. If you've got a bolster or blocks, you can bring them in front of you and just come forward to a point where it's comfortable for you. You can flex the feet a little bit if you want to. You don't have to worry too much for the yin. You can keep a little bend in the knees. You can even have, this is an idea, you can even put the blanket under the knees if there's a little bit of discomfort there. Even just like a rolled up jumper or something. So almost, anything can be a prop for yoga, really, as long as it's safe. We're going to stay here for a few more breaths. If you need to come into a different version of this pose, and that's absolutely fine. So you might want to come out a little bit. You might want to go a little deeper. It's entirely up to you. Just find your edge and settle in for another maybe 5 or 6 breaths. So when you're ready, slowly come out of it. So take your time. Just move any props out of the way. I'm going to just give the legs a nice little squeeze. Gently draw the legs in together. We're going to bring the hands behind with the fingers pointing towards the toes. And we're going to inhale as we lift up. So just coming into a little counter pose. You can take the head behind, just let it hang. And when you're ready, we're going to slowly lift the head and tuck the chin in and gently bring the hips down to the mat. And when you're ready, just slowly bring yourself into your tabletop position. I'm going to take our cat-cow breath. So tuck the toes under, fingers spread out nice and wide. As you inhale, draw the belly towards the mat. Take the shoulder blades into the spine. Gaze goes up. Exhale, reverse that motion. Gaze comes down. So just take a few of these. Own time. Add anything you want. So you can take it round to sides, figure of 8. Finish. Feel that fluidity in the spine. I'm going to take a couple more and slowly come back to your neutral spine. And we're going to keep the toes tucked under as we inhale. We lift the hips up, coming into our downward facing dog. So just pedal the feet, bend the knees. And we're going to inhale as we lift the heels away from the mat. Exhale to lower. Take 2 more. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale. And press the hands into the mat. Draw the shoulders away from each other. Let's take 3 lion's breaths here. See if you can externally rotate the upper arms a little bit, just bringing that space in between the shoulder blades and the upper body. Breathe into the back of the body as well. Let's take 1 more inhale. As you exhale, gaze between the hands and slowly walk the feet towards the hands. We're just going to come into our ragdoll for a few moments. So just swing it out, shake it out. Bend the knees if you need to. Look after the hamstrings. So just slowly come to wherever you are. So make the hands reach, whether it's the toes, the back, the shins, the thighs. And we're going to inhale as we lift and lengthen, just straighten the arms. Exhale to release. Just take a few in your own breath. Just surrender on the release. Might find a bit more space, might not, and that's completely fine. When you're ready, we're going to slowly come up on the inhale. So take your time here, especially because it's quite hot. We're going to take the arms all the way up overhead. Come onto the tiptoes. Nice big stretch. And release. Let's take a few shoulder rolls and slowly make your way into your Tadasana pose. You can have the feet apart or have them together. Take a look at your feet. Lift the toes up, spread them out and bring them back to the mat. Shoulders away from the ears, arms by the side. So remember you're keeping strength in that body. Nice neutral tailbone, so don't worry too much. It's like a nice straight line. We're going to inhale to rise, gazing up. Exhale, fold forward from the hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back into plank. Just hold it here for a little bit longer. Draw the heels away, engage the core here, press the hands into the back. We're going to take an inhale. And as you exhale, we're going to bend the elbows in towards the body. Inhale as you open the heart. Press the tops of the feet into the mat. Exhale, downward facing dog. Make any adjustments that you need. Nice and strong. Any pain in the hamstrings, you bend the knees, you lift the heels. Taking the gaze towards the navel. Just breathing into the body. We're going to inhale. Exhale, gaze between the hands. Step or walk feet to hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Hastasana. Gaze to the hand. Exhale, Tadasana. Take a few shoulder rolls here in both directions. We're going to inhale to run. Exhale to fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale as we step back into our plank pose. So nice and strong, pressing the feet and the hands nice and strong. And just keep the shoulders strong here as we're not collapsing into the shoulders either. Let's take a nice inhale. Exhale, you can drop the knees for your chaturanga. Bend the elbows. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to inhale that right leg in the air. Flex that foot nice and strong. Let's bend the knee, bring the right foot between the hands. Keep the back knee lifted if it's available. Shoot the fingers up for your low lunge. So nice and active through the upper body. And as you exhale, we're just going to lower that back knee towards the mat and lift and lower and lift. And just take two more. We're going to come back into our low lunge. We're going to exhale as we frame that front foot. We're going to drop that left knee. We're going to lift that right hand up and just stabilize that left shoulder, coming for your twist over to the right. You can lift that back knee if it's available. And remember to keep that left shoulder blade nice and strong. Draw that right hip up and back. Take one more inhale. And exhale to release. Frame that front foot. We're going to slowly shuffle that right foot to the outside of the right hand. I'm going to come into a yin pose. We're going to come to dragon, which is basically the yin version of lizard pose, sorry. You can stay here. You can come onto the forearms. Entirely up to you. So just surrender into it for a few breaths, nice and safe. And when you're ready, just slowly come up. Take your time, take a couple more breaths. We're going to slowly come up. So just come up onto your flat hands for the moment. We're going to tuck the left toes under. Just bend through the elbows slightly as you shoot that right leg back into your three-legged dog. You can stay here, or you can step right hip over left, or you can drop back into your wild thing. I'm going to come back into our three-legged dog. You can stay here, or you can run through a three-legged vinyasa. So coming forward into your three-legged plank, bending it down, dropping that right foot, lifting up, and downward facing dog. Otherwise, we can just all meet in downward facing dog. Let's take 3 lion breaths there. I'm going to take one more inhale. Exhale as you gaze between the hands. Step or walk feet to hands. We're going to inhale halfway lift. Exhale to go. Inhale to rise. Exhale, bring the hands down. Take a few moments here. So we're nearly there. We're going to run through the other side. We've got about 8 minutes left. So just find your Tadasana again. Bring the arms by the side. We're going to inhale to rise, nice and tall. Exhale, let's fold forward from the hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, come into your plank pose, nice and strong. Draw the heels away, press the hands into the mat. Nice big inhale. Exhale, let's bend the elbows, work through your chaturanga. Inhale, let's open that dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. You're going to inhale that left leg in the air. Nice flexing of the foot. Bend the knee, bring the left foot between the hands. And let's come into our low lunge. You can drop that back knee, that's not a problem. I'm going to lower that knee if it's lifted and lift. Lower and lift. One more time. And I'm going to exhale, we gently drop that back knee if it's lifted. We're going to bring the hands to frame that front foot. Now we're to press that right hand into the mat. Lift the left hand. Just stabilize that right shoulder before you twist over to the left. So you can pick up that back knee. Your choice. A nice, strong right shoulder. One more inhale. Exhale to release. Frame that front foot. We're going to slowly shuffle that left foot to the outside of the left hand and come into your dragon pose on this side. So just settle into it for a few breaths. You want to be careful with the in pose, especially in the heat. So this might be quite strong on the hip. Really listen to your body and just honor the feelings. If there's pain, please do come out this side. I'm going to take a few more breaths here. You can bring yourself up to your flat hand after about 2 more breaths. I'm going to keep those right toes tucked in. Just gently bend the elbows as we shoot that left leg in the air, 3-legged dog. You've got the option, stack the hips. You've got the option of coming into wild thing. And then we're going to meet back in either 3-legged dog or downward facing dog. So you've got the choice of running through your 3-legged vinyasa. Come back into downward facing dog. Take one more inhale. Exhale, gaze between the hands, step or walk feet to hands. We're going to inhale to lift up halfway. Exhale to fall. Inhale to rise. Exhale, just pulling the arms back down. Let's take a few shoulder rolls, both directions. Now slowly bring the feet mat distance apart. We're just coming towards the end of the practice now. I'm going to bring the hands to heart center and start lowering yourself into your yogi squat. You can stay here for a few moments. Use the elbows to open up the hips. You can take a little twist over to the right. And you can take a little twist over to the left. When you're ready, just slowly bring yourself to the mat. I'm going to come into our butterfly forward fold. So just bring the feet together and open them out like the soles of a boat. And keep a safe gap, maybe about 2 hands between the groin and the heels. And we're going to inhale, we lift up through the upper body, and exhale as we come forward. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, just let your body go. So you can round the back. You can support yourself here with blocks or whatever's around you that you want to use. Take a couple more breaths here. When you're ready, slowly come up. So use your hands for support. I'm going to draw the knees in together. We've got about 3 minutes left. So what we're going to do is we're going to come slowly onto the mat. And I want you to either take shoulder stand or just bring the legs up in the air. And we'll stay here for about 5 breaths and then safely come out of it into your final Shavasana. Just get up, deepening the breath. Just slowly start to wriggle the fingers and the toes. Just rotate the ankles and the wrists in both directions. Just open up the body, bringing ourselves back into the breath. Just taking other little stretches that you need. And when you're ready, just draw the knees into the chest. Nice little hug. And we're going to slowly roll over and come up into our comfortable seated position. So keep the eyes closed and the face soft. I'm going to bring the hands to heart center. I'm going to end with our 3 clearing breaths. Slowly bringing the thumbs up to the third eye. And just thanking yourself for a nice, strong practice. Being proud of yourselves for going on this journey. The inner light in me will always honour the inner light in each and every one of you. Thank you so much for today's practice. Thanks so much, everyone.
Thank you, Shabnam.
No problem.
See you.
For a nice gentle one.
Cheers. Bye.
Cheers, guys. Take care. Bye.
Bye.